Hi everyone, so today I'm going to do a video on all the palettes I have, including palettes I've made myself, any sort of grouping together of makeup products, whether they're pre-packaged or whether I've actually put them together myself. I got this idea from Blooming Lovely on YouTube, and she's such a great person. I mean, I don't know her personally, but her videos are so nice and they're always very informative. And she actually did a video on her palettes that she had. She had a couple of Urban Decay palettes, and I actually found the video really interesting because I haven't really seen many videos where people show their palettes. So here's an overview of my palettes, and I'm just going to go through them with you quickly. So this one's Trish McEvoy, this one's Sleek Storm palette, this one's Stila Striking in South Beach. That one's a MAC one that I put together myself. The Naked One palette, Confessions of a Concealer-holic. These are all NARS products which I made myself. These are just NARS, Trish McEvoy, Sue Devitt and Trish McEvoy. This is Inglot, this is Benefit, this is all NARS, this is all NARS, and that's Urban Decay. So I'm going to do a quick review of each palette and tell you what I like about it and what I don't. I bought this palette simply because I've never bought a sleek palette before. There was no actual reason as to why I bought it. But it's really nice, gorgeous colours, and they're actually really good for the quality. I believe this was only like £6 something. I'll just take this plastic thing off, I don't know why I've got it on there. But the colours do have quite a bit of fallout. As you can see, they're very buttery, they're very soft. You can see if I just press my finger in there, the pattern can go very easily, but the colours are gorgeous and it's definitely worth buying. So if you haven't checked out any of the sleek palettes, definitely check them out. I'm not sure where you can get them in the US, maybe you might be able to order them online, but I know you can get them in Superdrug in the UK. And also I really want to try the Acid palette with really bright colours, because I really tend to find when I do tutorials and, you know, I'm doing different makeup looks, I really don't have that many bright colours. So this is really nice for neutrals. As I said, you've got all the light neutrals and you've got some really nice deep colours for a smoky eye. So this Trish McEvoy palette, it's kind of, you know, it's good, but it's not one of my to-go palettes. I don't really pick it up all the time and I rarely use it. It's called Power of Makeup Simply Pretty, and you get a lip balm, a lip gloss, a blush, a pressed powder, and a couple of eyeshadows. And to be honest, I don't know whether you feel the same, I really do not use lip products when they come in with eye products. I tend to just use a lip palette or an eye palette. I don't like it when they mix them together. But obviously they do it, you know, for convenience, for people that travel, you know, for people that just want to pick this up and create a whole look out of it. But I don't really use that much. I think this is for someone else, but I haven't used it myself. This blush is absolutely gorgeous. It's a gorgeous, really baby pink colour and it looks fantastic. These eyeshadows are really wearable. That's a great blue eyeliner, which you find it's very hard to get hold of a blue eyeliner in a palette. So I wouldn't go to this, you know, a lot, but I think this is still a nice combination. So the next one is by Stila. Now, as I quite like Stila products, I'm just not fond of the packaging. I think they may have changed this because it's quite an old palette. I don't think they make much packaging this childish anymore, but I just think for a high-end, mid-high-end brand, why would you put this on the front of your packaging? It looks like something that, you know, a 14-year-old, well, I'm not going to say 14 because my views might be 14, but a 10-year-old girl would buy. Like, oh, it's my first makeup and I've never used makeup before, when you're paying quite a bit of money for it, so you don't want it to look cheap. So I really do think they need to sort of sort out their packaging if they already haven't. But forget the packaging, it's a great product, it's a great price, it's only £10 and you get a whole look out of it, and it's great just to put in your handbag. So this one's just a MAC palette that I made myself, and I pretty much just wanted to make some convenient colours that I could put all together to use every day. And in this palette I've got Quarry, Omega, 100 Strokes and Scrumptious Olive, and even though it's not that neutral, I've got the olive here, which is a very velvety metallic colour. I do find it's a really gorgeous palette because I could use these two colours for the day, and if I want to intensify it I can use this deep brown here, which is really nice. So if I wanted to intensify it, I could use the deep brown, or I could either use this gorgeous olive colour on my crease. So you can create quite a lot of looks out of that just one palette. So it's a great idea if, you know, if you've got a huge MAC palette and you don't want to sort of lug that around with you, because obviously it's worth a lot of money if you've got about 15 eyeshadows in there. It's nice just to create one of these for your handbag. So I haven't got the Naked 2 palette yet, but obviously everyone's got this one, and I'm not going to say much about it because obviously a lot of people know what it is, but it's just a go-to neutral palette, and I think everyone should have this. If you're just starting out in makeup, I think it's fantastic just to purchase this, or even ask for it for your birthday. I'm sure it's definitely worth it, and I love the colours. You can do neutrals, you can do smoky, and do pretty much anything you want. Now, as much as I love Benefit, I just find their packaging and their palettes very gimmicky. Even though they're trying to be fun and, you know, they're really girly, it's just, to me, not the most useful thing. So I've actually taken out the That Girl Brightening Primer and the Erase Paste, but you get two Boying, is that how you say it, concealers, and a brightening eye pencil and lemonade, which you just put over your lid colour. But I find I really don't use this. The colours really quite dry up fast because obviously they don't really have a lid. I'm just not that big a fan of it. I think if you're going to purchase Benefit products, pick your favourite. Don't get them all pushed together in this because it's quite bulky, you know, it's not the greatest design. It's meant to look like a diary, but I think I'm sort of past that now, even though I did like find it cute at the time. Because I think you do get drawn into the packaging and the idea, oh, I'm going to use it all the time, but in reality you're not going to use it, because I rarely ever use this, and I've had this like over 6 months, so don't go there. And I think it's really great when companies put together their best selling products in convenient packaging for you to use, you know, on the go. So I picked up the Benefit Powder Wowzer Famous face powders. And I think the Benefit blushes are the best. They're fantastic. And I love the bronzers as well. They're so natural. So in this little kit here, I got the Hoola Bronzer, Colorista. I can't even say that. Forget about it. You know what I mean anyway. And the Bella Bamba. So this is really nice, even though, you know, you get this little shitty brush in there, whatever, you don't use it. But I think it's really nice. They should have just filled that up. Why? Why don't you fill that up? It's just wasting space and time. So there we go. That's good. Pick that up. So the next one is an Urban Decay one, which is really old. And I absolutely love Urban Decay palettes. They can't go wrong in my eyes. They always include the best colour combinations, the best colours, and I'm always reaching for Urban Decay. I've had this for over a year now. It's one of their oldest palettes. I'm not sure what it's called, let me know if you know, but as you can see I've hit pan on most of the colours, and they're just colours that I would not really purchase separately. I mean, I've got the bright colours, I've got the nice plums and the purples, and you've got some really nice neutral colours and smoky colours. So if you're looking for a really good palette, like I said, you're just starting makeup, definitely invest in Urban Decay Naked or Book of Shadows, anything like that, because they are really good value for money. Now this is the first Inglot palette I ever purchased, and the only one I've got, to be honest, and they're fantastic quality, and I love the fact that you can choose the eyeshadows yourself. You know, you can pick out different finishes, different colours. There's hundreds of colours to choose from, and I've already done a review on this palette as well, so if you want to know a bit more about it, just have a look at my videos for the Inglot palette review. I'm not going to talk much about it because I have spoken about it before, but it's fantastic if you want to make your own palette but you don't want to spend as much as MAC charge. So this is a palette I made today, and it's just mainly blushes and bronzers. And these blushes here, I've got this one on today. These three are from Trish McEvoy. This is from Trish McEvoy. It's a gorgeous bronzer and highlight. This is from Sue Devitt. It's one of their famous bronzers she does. This is NARS, and this is NARS. I know this is Enchanted, but I'm not sure what this one is. But yeah, I've just putting together my first blush palette just so I can access the blushes that I have depotted, so they're not all clustered around my makeup collection. So it's a fantastic idea if you've got quite a lot of blushes that are loose, or you know, you want to create a palette to use on your friends, or you know, if you're a makeup artist you can use it on other people. So that's one of my blush palettes. Next I'm just going to talk about these two palettes here, which I made myself also. The first one is this palette here, which I wouldn't really call it a neutral palette, but I would call it, you know, an everyday palette. And what I've tried to do is I've depotted all the NARS eyeshadows I have, and they are the duo ones that come together in these really nice combinations, but I haven't changed the combinations. I've put them together how they were packaged originally. And I've made this really nice everyday palette, and what I love about it is that it's not just neutral colours. We've got a really nice green there, we've got a really nice deep warm green, we've got a bit of lilac as well, so we've got all these different you know, adds and accents of colours. And I really do recommend, if you're going to put together a palette, I wouldn't just do a neutral palette. I would have add, you know, a few pop of colours, maybe a bit of a purple toned brown here. I wouldn't just pick you know, standard brown colours. I would add some other colours, because don't forget, different tones of colours suits everyone. I tend to suit purple because I've got green eyes, so I really like purpley toned colours, such as Shadowy Lady by MAC is another fantastic one. So this is one of my eye palettes. And my next palette I haven't finished yet, but this is sort of the bold coloured palette and more the night palette. These again are the duos from NARS, and these are a single one from NARS, and this is the gorgeous Arabian Nights trio they did last year. And it's gorgeous, like glittery black with some purple flecks in there. So like I said, it'd be really good to do like a night palette and a day palette with some really nice colours going on there. But obviously I know where to look if I want to get a bright colour. I know a lot of people do like different colours. Obviously if they're makeup artists, they do. I know a lot of people, if they're makeup artists, they do one palette with all greens, one palette with all purples, but I think if you're just starting out, you really can't afford to buy every single purple MAC does, or any single brand, same for any brand really. But it's also nice just to have bold colours, night colours and neutral colours in one palette. So yeah, that's it for my palettes video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you've got any videos you want to post below, it doesn't matter if it's not to do with this subject, I'd love to hear from you. So I'll see you soon, bye!